guys, wave those flags.
Just coming past us now, some of the reenactors that you'll be able to see in action later on. We've got a selection of motorbikes coming through now. A BSA M20, a Triumph, so coming SW and a 3HW, and an aerial.
You're right. Beautiful bikes, beautiful vehicles, military vehicles coming through.
Great to see so
Chris
many
coming across here very quickly. Tell us a little bit about that car, please. What's happening with that?
Run faster, John. Do you know, I didn't think Freddie Mercury was still around. Look, so many local military vehicles. The collection here in Guernsey has grown so much in recent years. Absolutely great to see them out. A couple of Morrises right at the start there, after the marching troops that you'll see later on at 5 o'clock, clearing off and coming ashore on the historic boats, reenacting Operation Omelette. Operation Omelette is the first landing party as part of Operation Next Day. Great to see some Chelsea pensioners in that. Is that a white or is that a half truck? No, it's a white armoured car. Local armoured car there. Command car behind us, 1944 Big fat Stewards. Hello Stuart, yes it is Stuart Dyer there, and great to see you on board here. If you look further up the line, you'll see a beautiful M20 armoured car, known as Greyhounds in British service. The M20s were Americans, but they were given to the Brits as reconnaissance vehicles, cannons on the front of them as well. And we do know that there are some 39 Jeeps in today's parade. Why so many Jeeps? 21 Jeeps. So why so many Jeeps? Somebody asked me earlier on, well, would you believe it's because they're really, really easy to keep in the garage? Some of these big vehicles are just not. Well, you can't exactly keep the Leyland Hippo in your average garage next to your house, can you? Well, not without an extension. No, you're absolutely right.
What is the mystery of the Jeep? Does it drop from aircraft? Does it parachute it down?
The Jeep is in actual fact made by 3 or 4 different manufacturers. Willis is probably the best known that's in there. You can see the windscreens go flat, there's no doors on them. The idea of the Jeep is in actual fact probably done as a truck. It's a 4x4. So, oh yes, going past the commentary box now at the moment is a Cushman. Now that is the American equivalent of the well bike, which was dropped by parachute. That was used by parachutists. Somebody riding it there dressed as an American parachutist.
Which I believe you own one of those well bikes.
I do.
The one from Pegasus Bridge.
Indeed, that's correct. Absolutely right. Unfortunately, not out today, which just goes to show you can't be in 2 places at once. Another one of our colleagues from the Royal Hospital there on that's Canada, lovely Canadian vehicle, and some armour going past now. Still a plethora of motorbikes coming through. A lot of those, they look like Royal Enfield and M20. They were extraordinarily popular. M20s, and you might see a little civilian car coming up in a minute. That is in actual fact a staff car. So Nick, tell us about some of the details that you've got there on some of the Jeeps and other vehicles in the parade today.
Well, if number 25 is coming past you, that Willie's Jeep is an 82nd Airborne Jeep from 1944, and it was originally found in a barn in Coutances in France in 1990. We talked about the US Cushman scooter, so again, there's some more Jeeps coming up. Number 37, which is just about to come past us, that's ex-British Army Willie's Jeep. Bears the unit markings of 618 Regiment Royal Artillery, Task Force 135, Guernsey Liberators. Box now, that's an SAS Jeep. Number 44, that's a Ford staff car, 1942, very rare, Ford V8 side van with heavy duty running gear and wheels. One of only around 8 known to be still around in the world.
I'm good.
Kugelwagen just going past. The German equivalent of Willie's Jeep, effectively.
Porsche engine in there as well. Chris has just had one fitted in his Kugelwagen, but sadly couldn't get it out for today. And I was watching, I think it was one of the programs where they sell them all in for 93,000.
Yeah, incredible amount of money that they go through these days.
Double closure there, that's the Honda Saloon at number 59.
Coming up now, number 63 is a Dodge Carryall WL53 1942 Command Field Sedan. There's plenty of room in that one, isn't there, John?
Loads around, a big pull carrier indeed, and people know their weapons as well. We used to be put into that. Another one of the 29 of the Jimmies going past us. Give us a wave, thank you very much indeed.
comes quite a rare vehicle, a cavalcade. It's a mixture of a half track and a motorbike, so you've got a single front wheel and tracks, used for towing guns, later on in the war, occasionally used for manoeuvring aircraft such as the ME-262, and also just used for transporting supplies and troops around.
Again, beautiful piece of equipment, no doubt all-terrain as well. It could have gone anywhere.
Number 75 going past is an Admiralty courier vehicle used at the dockyard of Portsmouth, delivering mail to the ships. It's based on a 1936 Morris 8 pickup, and it was conscripted after the evacuation of Dunkirk.
Another one is going past, complete with a trailer, which again would have been used for transporting all sorts of equipment, guns, ammunition in its early days. Great big people carrier there as well, with a load of guys on the back waving away. Way back in, waving flag at them, guys. That's what they want, that's what they're here for. Look, we got one on the toe already. Look at this, we've got, that's a US thing, wasn't it? He's saving fuel.
That's the only problem with running these vehicles at a relatively low speed on a relatively warm day.
I was speaking to a mate of mine in Florida last week. He said with what's been happening with a certain president over there, they're actually getting fuel at $1.99 a gallon.
Wow. Coming up, number 91, that you can see they're well supplied. They've got some wine and beer on the roof there, as well as essentials such as a spare tyre. That's a Humber Super Snipe staff car.
With a PMX 80901 on the front and on the back, you can't miss it.
I bet that shifts actually. It's a 4-litre engine with a top speed of about 80 miles an hour and a 4-speed gearbox. I bet it's pretty noisy when you're cruising along at 80 miles an hour.
About 5 miles to the gallon, Nick.
Oh, well, you'd be lucky if it's that, I'd imagine. Nice to see some members of the Gurkhas and Chelsea Pensioner on the back of one of the vehicles just in front of us. Do give them a wave. Something tells me that flag's seen a bit of action. It's looking a bit ragged there.
Got to say the Gurkhas and the Chelsea Pensioners, great display last night at the Liberation Ball at Bowes as Shore. Thanks to the spectators for that. Couple of big guns, well, 4 big guns on these wheelies. Let's just go past us with the Guernsey flag on the back as well. More Chelsea Pensioners and Gurkhas on the back there. Give them a big wave, guys. And as I say, great display last night. I couldn't mention them enough. Before we go any further, as I say, I'd just like to mention again today's sponsors, construction company Rock, who have, and their staff who helped support today you know, without their help, could we have put this on? I rather don't think we could have, but they've certainly done us very, very proud, and we thank him very, very much. Rock, once again, they are the rock of today for all their help. And yeah, you see what I did there? Jim noticed.
Number 101 coming past, that's a Bedford MW.
Really good, thank you. You did well.
Yeah, the Bedford MW, is that my name, Ron? You could. Hello, Ron, how are we? We good. They'll let you have your licence back, is it? No, you told the police. No? Okay.
Not long. No, I know, which I'm grateful for. And there's still time, yeah. There's still time.
So it's a GLCCKW. I'm not sure what that all stands for, Nick. Tell me about it. 353.
It's just used for transporting
Yeah, you have more time off with them.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
So far.
Yeah, 112 HOs there, Bedford OYD.
7 approaching us from there, that's a Vista over from Jersey, and there Willie's Jeep is in course 135 livery.
116 just in front of that, a Chevrolet C8A HUP. Again, well turned out. I just love the way they've got the prep done on all these beautiful pieces of military kit. And no doubt some of these are going to be going over to, I would have thought, Normandy in the next few weeks.
Which I'm sure they've probably got a visit planned.
Two is the Austin 8. The Austin 8.
Got a couple of half tracks coming up now.
Big half track there coming past us. What are the wooden rods on the side? Nick, any ideas?
That I think that was just if you were getting stuck.
Right.
Particularly useful in the desert.
Yeah, 127 there, that's the white M3A1 hard track. A Scott there at the helm, give us a wave, thank you very much. A load of guys waving flags on the top as well, with some pretty big hardware in the way of guns as well.
cavalcade coming back down.
Hold on.
Yeah.
133, that's RC Hadley at the wheel, that's the GMC CCKW 353, big troop carrier coming past us.
I do like the look of that one, Johnny. It's like it's got some sofas in it.
It does, actually. I could fall asleep on one of those right now. Hi guys, can we come and jump on, shall we? Yeah, we'd love to, thank you. We work, but our mics won't reach that far down the road, but thank you anyway for the invitation.
A couple of Dodge WC 15 and a WC 51.
I wonder what the difference is between the 15 and the 51. Is it just the length? Guys, please do not cross in front of them. Please don't. Please. For your own safety, do not cross in front of the vehicles. GMCW shop. It's a bit on the line there, Nick, somewhere. What we can buy in that shop?
We'll find out when they get closer to us, John.
Duty free, hopefully. You can stop here for half an hour. Hi guys.
It's a workshop, John. Thank you for the gentleman who just mouthed that to us from his lorry.
Workshop.
It's a workshop.
Workshop.
It's a mobile repair shop, basically.
The tools and what they need to stop the repairs.
Rather than your duty free.
Yeah, that's a shame. They'll load up on the way back. There's one with a different colour, nice deep maroon, it's voluntary. First aid truck. There's some beautiful stuff coming.
There's a nice Morris quad there going past us as well. Number 150 is an AEC Matador. There's some, I tell you what, there's been a lot of polishing going on, I suspect.
A lot of cleaning, a lot of polishing going on. You're not wrong there, Nick. RAF 1 coming past us now. We think that could be the Bedford. More of these Jeeps, loads of these Jeeps. Vintage car coming past, which is very nice. That looks like a Morgan. Ray had a Morgan. You still got it, Ray? Yeah, you still got it. Is that a Morgan? No?
I think that's an MG. But
MG, is it?
MG.
Right. L58643882.
That's the Leyland Hippo, I think. Judging by the fact it's got 6 wheels.
Yeah, the vehicles look great, but what about those, in uniform, looking the part this afternoon, actually behind the wheels and driving? There we have an old vintage policeman as well. Seen a few of them walking around the roads.
In a Cooper bargain.
That's a Morris C8163 CR Bacon at the wheel. And 166 is a G.A.K. Wilkinson. That's another one of the many Austin 8s we've got coming through.
And there we've got a lovely traction of all going past us there.
Go on, sound those horns, guys, sound those horns.
I see they've brought equipment with them in case there's any trouble.
Yeah, haven't they, John? Look at that gun on the back of that. Wow. Is that a Canadian moose on the front? I think it could be.
It does very much look like a Canadian moose.
It does.